rollercoaster ride that was. From emotional eating to addiction, Teymara Antonia Wright is the go-to life coach. A-listers like Lionel Richie and Melanie Griffith call up for advice.
Yeah, and now she's using her celebrity words of wisdom to help us beat our bad habits and take control. Teymara, I'm very pleased to say, joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Really well, thank
Great.
you. Lovely to have you here. You've been, as we say, working closely with celebrities such as Lionel Richie for years.
Yeah.
You've helped him through some pretty tough times. What sort of advice was he after?
Well, the thing is, it's like in February next year, we celebrate our 28th year of friendship. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's been an amazing, amazing journey. And so when they were going through their divorce, way back then, it's like I was there to support the both of them. And my way of dealing with people when they're going through emotional crises is to take responsibility. And when you're looking at a marriage breakup, I always say it takes two people to make a marriage, it takes two people to break a marriage. And the most important little human beings to think about when you're going through a marriage breakup are the children. So a lot of the work that I do is with troubled teenagers that have done drugs, or they have eating disorders, or they've got, like they do the emotional eating. And it goes back to all of the trauma that they experienced in childhood. So the more people can be together and be adult when they're going through marriage breakups, the better.
You helped Melanie Griffith through addiction, you know, and so when you're dealing with, you know, when people who come and see you that aren't celebrities, do you deal with them the same way and help them the same way?
Exactly, because, you know, as I explain to people, we're all human beings. We're all human beings, and just because somebody is famous and has a lot of money doesn't mean that they're immune to, like, what life challenges are all about.
No, it's often exaggerated, isn't it?
It is, you know, like very much so, like with Nicole, because I've known Nicole since she was 7.
Nicole who?
Richie, yeah.
Okay.
So, and Nicole and Joel and the kids call me Auntie T.
You even got the chance to work with the late Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, a part of the work that I do is astrology. And with Michael, Lionel and Brenda actually introduced me to Michael, and I spent about an hour with him on the telephone when he was visiting Brenda at one point in time at the home, and I went through like his charts and explained to him about his soul energy, because I look at human beings as being a vehicle. Yeah, so we're all vehicles and we're housing a soul, and the soul has come onto the planet to actually do a journey. And to, you know, to talk to Michael about that was really, really amazing, absolutely amazing.
Is this a spiritualism part of your life coaching? Is that what you're combining here? Because a life coach can be different things.
I do a lot of different things. I mean, I've got a lot of different qualifications, and I found that when I started out doing astrology like 34 years ago, that people would come in to me and they had a lot of problems, and I went, whoa. And even with myself in my own life, you know, the challenges that I've actually been through. So I thought, you know, I'm going to study. So I got like a diploma of clinical nutrition, a diploma of clinical hypnotherapy, certificate for workplace training, Australian government, and also conflict resolution. So, you know, with all of those different qualifications, I use all of those tools together.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So when you read Michael Jackson's charts, what did you foresee there?
I never deal with death. I've had so much death in my life. I don't ever go down that avenue, but I work with people in regard to how to avoid, what to do to get empowered, so that therefore they don't go down that road. It's the same as like addiction. So with the emotional eating, your eating disorders, alcohol, drugs, all of those come from a point of pain within the individual.
You deal with people, as you mentioned, about comfort eating and things like that, and sort of going to, you know, that's a problem that a lot of us have experienced, whether we are cognizant of it or not. What is your advice to people at home, or even myself, about not to reach for food?
It's an interesting one, because we have it like our emotions, and we can go, oh, I want to have some chocolate, so you have chocolate. It's very different to being an emotional eater. I was an emotional eater, and it started off in my childhood. And I would be like size 8, and then something would happen in my life, and the food, it would be immediately to the food, up to size 14, back to size 8, up to size 14. So through doing a lot of different work with a lot of different therapists, none of it worked for me. And I went, right, okay, well, this isn't working, so you've got these qualifications, fix yourself. So that's what I did. And, I mean, that was over 25 years ago now.
So that's what you suggested, was to sort of work on yourself?
Well, it was emotional. It was like all of this emotional trauma. And it's like when I did the heroin debate with on Channel 9 with Ray Martin for 60 Minutes. You know, as I explained, all of the youth that we worked with, like with Peter Brock, supported me incredibly with my youth work, as well as Lionel. And, you know, all of the kids say the same thing. Take away my pain and I'll no longer have to do the drug to try and kill it. Yeah, so we would work with them on that emotional level to heal on the emotional level, and then I send them off to detox.
I think you're amazing. A lot of things to say, and a lot of people who want to see you do it. So you can see Teymara during her Eat Fit Food workshops. Visit the website for all the details. Lovely meeting you today.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.